What's up, everybody? Welcome back for some Thursday night action. We are here with some WOoT Week 13 action. Not a whole lot going on. We missed Monday because they don't have any official races on Monday, but we are going to get ready for some WOoT action here tonight. Should be a wild one as we got Marc Thrash back joining us for a one-up race before he goes back in for some training. Hopefully, he can have a good race and have a little bit of fun with the guys. We are up next with Talladega. Going to be the 87's after this one. Street stocks at Chicagoland. Right now, it's going to be Frederick at the top of the boards in that number 18 machine, 66, I guess, machine. Thomas Smalling is going to be second. Bill Sleep in third. Ashton Thomas in fourth. Riley Green going to jump up to the number 5 spot here tonight. What's up, Kenny? You're in Tennessee. Nice. What's up, Kenny? All right, so a little bit of WOoT action here tonight. If you guys have not been here, it is going to be Street Stocks up first. They get a 5-minute qualifying session here. Everybody is going to make it. Then we're going to go into tonight's 25-lap main event for the Street Stocks. That is going to be 25 laps or 30 minutes, whichever comes first. Up to 20 cars in the session. It looks like we are right at the 20. I think some people have left, so we'll be pretty close to that 20 mark. I think Nick isn't there. I don't know. I know at least one person left earlier. But Marc Thrash out there in the number 38. New Marine there, just finishing boot camp. He is getting ready for his training there with the Marines. Going to join us here tonight. Farless is out on the track. Out there hanging out with Kyle Todd in the 26. Zach Lovelace is hiding behind the pit wall. Or hiding behind the backstretch wall. Landon Moody currently in that number 12 spot. Looking like he's got a good little run here. Let's see if he's going to be able to pick up the pace here on this lap. Has some drafting help as he is going to come across the line. Big check up in front of him. Still in that number 12 spot. Yeah, good. Definitely. Mark's back one. It's 1 week up. 1 week, and then he's got to go back for some training. So right now it looks like we're going to have around 17 cars unless somebody in here has not hit. Let's see. One. So only one of these people are not in the session. So it looks like we might have 19 cars in tonight's race. Let's see if anything changes as they come across the line. Moody with a little bit of a run to the line, but it is not going to be him at the top of the charts. We are going to push Josh Cruz to the top of the boards. So Josh Cruz has jumped up on the ticker right now. He's going to be in that number 44 machine. He's in a good spot to pull that draft, as that is going to be the end of qualifying. We're going to get into tonight's race here. Remember, up next, we do have 87's at Talladega. Only a 15-minute session, first 45 drivers. And we are taking 26 into that feature. That'll be heat races, consies, and all kinds of chaos. You don't want to miss that one here tonight. That comes up right after the conclusion of this one. Is it going to let Nick get a lap in? Looks like it might end up letting Nick get a lap in here tonight. Oh, it did not let him get the lap in. That is going to be that to qualifying. We're going to get into tonight's feature as these guys get ready to line up. All right, guys, I'm going to do a quick little driver's meeting here. Most of you guys have been here before, but for those of you that have not, this will be streamed live on MDiTV now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Make sure you guys go give it a like, a share, and a follow if you have not already. We do this every Thursday night. We do the Street Stocks here at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They get the 5 minutes practice, 25 lap race. After this, we will have 87's at Dega, a little bit different format. If you have not been here, that'll include heat races and a consi. 26 going into the feature there. 45 can join the session, so a little bit of chaos there. But for tonight's race, it is admin control cautions. So you do get one fast repair if you do get in a wreck, and I do not throw the caution because it's only 1 or 2 cars. Go down, get your fast repair. When we do get a yellow flag, you can take your laps back. That being said, if you are on the lead lap, stay down by the white line, so those that are a lap down can get their lap back without having to worry about running into you. Also, all starts and the initial start will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. Leader can go anytime after the pace car pulls off the track. Do not jump out of line until after the start finish line. I don't care if you want to take it 3, 4, 5, 6 wide, whatever you want to take it after the start finish line, but do not jump out of line after the before the start finish line on starts and restarts. Obviously, if somebody misses a shift, we're going to use our discretion there. But the last thing I want somebody to do is sit back, lay back, and try and get a run and jump in the middle or to the top side and cause a big wreck before you even get to the line. That's kind of dumb. Chat is probably one of the most important things here. I get it that people have do dumb things. I guess we all kind of understand that. And I get that you get frustrated and you want to say something. Mic up one time, say what you got to say. Tell them they're a fucking moron, whatever you feel. And then leave it at that. If you do keep it going, we will remove you from the session. Obviously, no straight lining and none of that shit. You know, basic rules, basic courtesy. We are going to keep it above the white line, except on the front straightaway. You can go down to the grass on the front straightaway, but in the turns and the back straightaway, keep it above that white line. Have fun here tonight, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I can hear you. Also, there are plenty of people in here that know how it works. All right, let's go ahead and hit tonight's starting lineup, starting on the pole here tonight. It is going to be Josh Cruz. Outside of him, it's going to be Michael Van Diver. Starting in the number 3 spot, it's going to be Frederick Begin. Outside of him, it's going to be Bill Sleep. Going to be Ashton Thomas in that number 5 spot. Kyle Todd in 6th. Going to be Thomas Smalling in that number 7 spot. Tyler Klobb in 8th. Milena Moody 9th. Chris Fanning in 10th. Going to be Riley Green in that number 11 spot. Braden Wares in 12th. Farless in 13th. Going to be Arthur Hendren in the number 14 spot. Brent Vincent 15th. Marc Thrash in 16th. Going to be Zach Lovelace 17th. Nick Klobb or Tyler Klobb or Nick Gobble in the number 17 spot, and Kyle Todd rounding out the field. Green flag is out. Sorry, I was listening to them talk on the chat. Boo Moody, what's up, Helms? All right, we already got a little bit of an issue here as these guys get it figured out. Maybe. Looks like Marc Thrash is way back as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, going to be Cruz leading the way. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be 3 wide down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Cruz down on the bottom. Michael going to dig on the outside as they head through turn number 3 and 4. We got one sideways up on the top side. He's going to bang the wall out of turn number 4. That is the 13 of Tyler Kolb up on the top side. Down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. 1 lap in the books here tonight. 25 here. Oh, Bill Sleep sideways up the track. Contact with Farless. They're going to bang off the wall. They keep it straight out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, going to be Cruz continuing the lead. Michael Van Diver on the high side. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Frederick. Down low in that number 66 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Ashton Thomas going to lurk in the background in that number 33 as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Moody not too far back either as they come across the line. It is going to be Josh Cruz out front leading the way as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Ooh, a little bit of blinking action. We got them sideways in turn number 1 and 2. Are they going to save it? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the wall. We'll go ahead and throw the yellow flag there. Caution flag is out. Let's go take a look and see what happened here. It looked like Smalling might have blinked a little bit there. Yeah, a little blink out of Smalling, and then Brett just kind of might have overreacted a little bit there. Got in 11, turned around, caution flag comes out here for the first time tonight. All right, so a couple guys with some damage here to start the day. Brent's got a meatball. So does Braden Wares. Wares down on pit road. There's a wall up there, Brett. Hey, Brett, wall high. All right, so caution flag number 1 out on the track. It is going to be Josh Cruz leading the way here tonight as they come across the line. All right, guys, I'm going to give these guys an opportunity to go down on pit road. We will not be shortening. I think it's only like 2 or 3 laps of pacing anyway. Josh, when we do go back green, the start will be on you anytime after the pace car pulls off. All right, so it's going to be Cruz leading the way. Going to be Begin on his outside. Ashton Thomas going to be in that number 3 spot. Hold on.
You know how you let cars just go without getting the EOL to get their laps back? I've been seeing those cars are getting DQ'd right away. Like when they come back up to the back of the field, they end up just getting kicked out of the race.
This is the first host that I've done this week, so I don't know.
Wave around?
Yeah.
Ooh, I hope that is fixed, because that's what we normally do with if people are multiple laps down. Haven't heard a whole lot from it.
All right, we're going to get him stacked up 2 by 2. Farley's going to make it back out on the track. He's going to go ahead and catch the field. Josh Cruz out front. As they come through turn at number 1.
Team members are trying to get
Cruz and Begin on that front row as we look for the green flag this time by. It does look like everybody should be on the lead lap here as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Joseph is blinking in the number 15. He's pulling down on pit road. Cruz going to lead him into turn number 3 and 4. So Farless is going to stay on that lead lap as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Cruz going to be able to go when he wants to. As they come out of turn at number 4, looking for that green flag. Riley, you need to tighten it up there, bud. As they come out of turn at number 4, looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Cruz gets on the gas as they look for turn at number 1 and 2. Here comes Frederick digging back on the outside. He's got Moody behind him as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Side by side through turn number 1 and 2 for that number 2 spot as Ashton Thomas on the bottom side in that number 33 going to hold strong as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Here comes 3 wide as the 1 of Nick going to jump up on the outside. He took the EOL on this one. He is looking to the top side, trying to break his way into the top 5 already as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, here comes Lovelace. Lovelace down on the bottom. He's up 13 spots looking for more as they come down the front straightaway. Right now, he is our biggest mover as Ashton Thomas looking for the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Big sideways for Cruz on the inside. Oh, Ashton sideways, big safe. Here comes Moody thinking about the middle. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It is slick out there as they look for turn number 3. Here comes Nick on the high side in that number 1 machine. He's 3 wide now for that number 4 spot. He was peeking into that top 2, maybe even towards the lead as we got Marc Thrash sideways. He's going to cut the grass down the front straightaway. The Thrash Can is caught in the grass down the front straightaway, pulls back out on the track as Cruz goes back to the point as they head through 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, these guys on the absolute edge. 8 laps complete as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, going to be great battles up at the front. They are jockeying for position. Going to get it down to 2 by 2 as Smalling going to blink a little bit, get there again in the number 69. Through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, going to be 9 laps complete this time by 9 laps complete. Cruz continues to control the pace as they look for turn number 1. Here comes Moody on the outside. He's got a little bit of help. Smalling is up there in the 69. Those two should work well together if Smalling can keep his internet connected. Big sideways for the 66 up again. He's going to hold on to it as they come out of turn number 2. Great save out of that number 66 as he's going to move back to the back of the pack. No harm, no foul. He'll have plenty of time to work his way back up. Ashton going to thread the needle, cuts up underneath Nick as they come out into turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, lap car up ahead. They haven't really been picking up a lot of pace on that lap car as Moody's going to lead it. Smalling, Thomas, your top 3. So Cruz going to fall back into the number 4 spot. Here comes Nick to his outside, looking to take that away from him as I head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Oh, big bobble there. Smalling up to the top side. Moody going to put the block on him. Here comes Ashton. Ashton looks down. Moody with the block into turn number 3. Thomas Smalling going to get stuck in the middle there as they head through turn at number 3 and 4. He's 3 wide for the number 3 spot. 3 wide, thinking about 4 wide. Lovelace not going to get his nose down there as Cruz is going to slam the door down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Great race up here at the front. Right now, Moody leads the way. Ashton Thomas in that number 2 spot. Cruz, Smalling, and Goble. It's only 1-0. How do I say that? Goble. Goble? Oh, big bobble for Smalling. Smalling going to save it. He blinks out. Oh, no. We got a big wreck in the back. Brett's caught up in that one. The 11 has caught up with him again. Oh, man. The 14 and 11, they have found each other again as the caution flag comes out. Let's go take a look and see what happened here. So they're going to have a little checkup. Smalling's going to blink a little bit here. Here comes Kyle Todd. They're going to be 3 wide. Oh, that's going to push Smalling up. Oh, 11, nowhere to go. Caution flag comes out here once again. We got 13 laps just about to complete as Moody continues to lead the way. All right, so we are under caution here once again. Yeah, Smalling went ahead and bailed. You could see he was having issues with the storm. That was unfortunate there. As we work the caution flag here for the second time tonight. Few guys down on pit road. Michael, poor Michael. That poor 11 car got killed by you twice, Brett. What happened here? So one car having a little bit of issue here. Yeah, that was weird. Ooh. Yeah, that was odd for the one car. One car down on pit road. Looks like he is going to be done for the night. As these guys are looking for the green flag this time by. Just a reminder, the start will be on Moody. Oh, so Nick is still in there. So I guess he was having a wheel problem as Moody going to continue to lead this one. You can grab your laps if we get another caution. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Going to be side by side, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Moody going to slide up the track. Here comes Cruz down on the bottom as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Cruz not able to get there. Moody leads the way through turn number 1 and 2. What's up, Shane? Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. These guys got a jockey for position. Mark in the middle of some chaos, and then number 38 trying to work his way up. He's got to be a little rusty. I mean, he's been 3 months off the sim as they head through turn number 1 and 2. This session might be going too fast tonight. Yeah, we should be good. Down into turn number, or down the front straightaway across the line. Moody going to lead the way out of turn number 4. Top 3 goes single file. It's going to be Moody, Cruz, Lovelace as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Back up here to that number 4 spot. Ashton trying to hold on in that number 33. Braden Ware slides up almost into the door of sleep as the top 3 try to pull away down the back straightaway. Marc Thrash splits the middle looking for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to continue to be Landon Moody leading the way. Top 3 going to stay single file. Can the rest of the field get organized? Big bobble out of Kolb. In the number 13, Marc Thrash still in the middle. He's got Farless to the outside as they head for turn number 1 and 2. So Farless does have some damage on the nose of that number 33 or number 3. That's going to be an issue there. I know it has been a minute, Shane. We definitely miss you. Out of turn number 2. We're going to keep on this battle right now. Everybody else is kind of separated a little bit. Does look like the second group is close enough to pull in on the draft. Right now, staying in where the battle's at. That's going to be from Marc Thrash in the number 7 spot on back as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 18 laps complete as they come across the line. 18 laps complete. Here comes Farless digging back on the outside. They're going to be 3 wide behind him. Looking for turn number 1 and 2. Oh, big bobble out of Kolb. Kolb had a big bobble. That's going to open the door for Fanning. Fanning going to take it up the middle. Oh, Kolb's around. Oh, Fanning's around. Big wreck down the back straightaway. 3 cars get together. Caution flag comes out. They got clobbered. Looks like they're so Tyler's gonna get a little loose here. That's where it's all gonna start. Let's go up. Let's go chopper view. He's gonna get loose, slides up the track. 15 gonna get in the back of him just a little bit as he slides across the nose. Oh, big wreck, man. That is unfortunate. Couple guys just killed at the back of the pack as we get the 3rd caution flag here of the night. It's going to be 20 laps into this one. We're going to get a little green-white checker action here, I believe, as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Going to be 20 laps complete this time by. All right, so I need to go through this new update. I have not done that yet. I have not done that yet, gone through the update. This is actually just did the update and booted up the session, so have not had a chance to go through the new update yet. If you guys are out there, have had the update, let me know what you guys like and what you think of the new update. Does look like Brett has a black flag. Hopefully that's not too late for that. Moody leads the way. Josh Cruz in second. Lovelace, Ashton Thomas, Bill Sleep, Braden Wares, your top 6. This is when it starts to get a little crazy, though. I will tell you that. The biggest question is, are we going to get to the white flag? As they head into turn number 3, let's see. It looks like everybody is on the lead lap as it stands right now. Moody continues to lead the field here tonight. Should be, well, we might get a 3-lap shootout here. So it should be, I think it might be one to go this time. We're about to find out. Looking like it is. So we are going to get a 3-lap shootout here. 3 laps. Nice little shootout. These guys have plenty of opportunities to make their way up. Just because they're back there 15th, 16th doesn't mean they can't make it to the point. Get the right partner, push your way up through, and catch the right brakes. Anybody can still be in this one, except for maybe Brett. Probably not Brett. Brett won't be in this one. Just pick it on you, Brett. As we come out of turn number 2, he might be out of this one if he doesn't catch the field in time. Don't run into the back of the field, Brett. I know you like to plow, but do not run into the back of the field. All right, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Moody and Cruz on that front row. This start will be on Landon Moody. When will he fire off? That's going to be the question everybody else in the field is asking. This is tough. This is tough. Moody, you kind of want to stretch it out a little bit, but that's going to give him the run. You want to keep it bunched up, but that's going to keep them all on top of you and add to your risk. But you do have Lovelace behind you. Green flag is out. Great start by the field as they come down the front straightaway. Oh, they're going to wreck each other already. That was dumb. We're going to go ahead and let them two spin it on the front straightaway as we move back up to the front. Oh, big contact. Farless saving it as they head through 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, they're going to be 4 wide. 4 wide for the number 4 spot. Marc Thrash rips the cushion out of turn number 2. If there was a cushion, Mark just found it as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It is going to be Moody leading the way. Cruz in second. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Those guys did get turned back around. They do have an opportunity here still if we don't hit the white flag as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Moody's going to continue to lead. Josh Cruz in second. Lovelace in third. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, a little bit of contact. Ashton has been pushed all the way back. He's all the way back to 9th. He's been up front all day, but now starting to drop back as him and Green make contact into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to go ahead and throw that yellow flag. So Kyle Todd's going to get a big run here and just does not want to lift. He knows he has to keep that momentum. We're coming to the white flag. He's going to make the move. Oh, and gets to the... Oh, big contact there. Caution, flag is out. Landon Moody is leading the way here tonight. Going to be a green-white checker. I didn't throw a caution for the first one, so I had to throw it for that second little wreck. Overtime here tonight. Moody, can he hold on in the number 84? Josh Cruz in second. Lovelace, Bill Sleep, Braden Wares, Farless, Fanning, Thomas, Kolb. Marc Thrash is still in this one. He's going to come down on pit road. Brent Vincent, Arthur Hendren, Frederick Begin. Is it Begin? It does have the little thing on the top side. All right, Moody. Can he do it here tonight? Moody, are you going to survive the last lap?
I hope so.
It's actually been pretty good racing up at the front.
Oh, yeah, it's been rather tame up front, really. Hadn't really had no crazy pack racing.
All right, so a lot of cars still in this one. Kyle Todd did go get his fast repair. Riley Green is still in it. Marc Thrash coming back out on the track. Frederick in the number 66. He's pulling back out. And we are going to go ahead and stack them up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag next time by. All right, who's your pick in the chat? Can Landon Moody hold on for 2 more laps? Can Bill Sleep steal it away from everybody up at the front and bring the full throttle fossil into victory lane? We're going to find out here soon as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Let me know out in the chat who's your pick here in this shootout. Also, remember, if you're looking to race with us, we got another race that is going to be up here anytime now. Just look up MDiTV now. It will be in hosted. It's going to be 87's at Talladega. 45 cars can enter the session. 26 going to the feature here tonight. You don't want to miss that show. That is going to be absolutely wild. Brett's got the popcorn. All right. All eyes on the number 84 as they come out of turn number 4 here tonight. Pace car is going to pull in. Will Moody go a little bit earlier this time, or is he going to hold off once again? Looking for that green flag. Pace car is in. Moody almost wrecked the pace car. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Moody kind of waited for the field to stack up, then gets on the gas. That gives him a little bit of breathing room. Great run by the inside as Lovelace is going to follow him. So is Braden Wares. Wares not able to quite get clear. We got a little bit of contact back here in the pack. Got a couple guys down in the grass already. They're going to go ahead and save it out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Battle is going to be for the lead. Oh, I didn't realize Sleep got turned. Down the end of turn number 3 and 4. Moody leads the way. Lovelace in second. Out of turn number 4. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Oh, big wreck. Hard on the wall for the 13. Kolb hit the wall hard. Marc Thrash trying to make his way up, muscle his way up through, up to the number 6 spot. Battle is for the lead. It's going to be mano between Moody and Lovelace. Out of turn number 2. Lovelace doesn't have any help. That's not going to be good news for Lovelace. Will he put the bumper to Landon Moody as they head into turn number 3? Moody's going to lead it. Lovelace can't seem to get close enough. Moody leads it through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. Here comes Lovelace. Lovelace in the 5. Can't get the run. Down the front straightaway. Landon Moody going to take the win. Lovelace second. Cruz in third. Where's Kyle Todd and Marc Thrash? Your top 6. Brett's going to be 7th. Farless and 8th. Frederick 9th. And Riley Green going to bring it home in that number 10 spot.
Good run there, 44. Fun racing with you.
Yeah, good run, man. See you in the next one.
All right, let's go ahead and pull up the race results as soon as it lets me do it. There it is. And it's going to be Cruz. Oh, sorry. Going to be Moody with the win here tonight in the first race. Lovelace going to be second. Going to be Cruz in the number 3 spot. Braden Wares in 4th. Kyle Todd in 5th. Marc Thrash in 6th. Brett Vincent in 7th. Going to be Farless in the number 8 spot. Frederick in 9th. Riley Green in 10th. Going to be Bill Sleep in the number 11 spot. Arthur in 12th. Ashton Thomas in 13th. Tyler Kolb going to bring it home in 14th. Chris Fanning in 15th. Joseph Sellinger in 16th. Dick going to be in that number 17 spot. I think he had some issues with his wheel. Thomas Smalling, internet connections, is going to be in 18th. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight in the number 19 spot is going to be Michael Van Diver, and Martin did not grid up. Go ahead and bring in that top 3. Get ready for the WOOT action over at Dega. Well, 2 of the top 3 anyway. As it was relatively calm race up at the front for most part. It did get wild at times, but Lovelace, let's see, you were up 15 spots up into the number 2 spot here tonight. Had to navigate through all the squirrels, but able to have a strong finish there. It looked like you needed some help at the end there.
Yeah, I don't know if I just couldn't break that air bubble there, or if I picked up some damage. I mean, I had it foot to the floor the whole way around.
You
but
did
I
have
couldn't.
a little bit of nose damage too.
It's probably because I
Slight
kept
nose
pumping
damage.
under caution.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, just couldn't quite get up to Moody. But hey, I'll take a second.
You know, these 20 car 25 lap races for the most part have been fairly solid here. We got a solid group. As we start to get more regulars for these races, how much easier it is to kind of plan your race, start at the back, feel a little bit comfortable, and try to make your moves late.
Well, it's a lot easier knowing that if I start at the back intentionally, I don't run the risk of being eliminated. I'll say that. But yeah, it's that's just how I've been running them recently. Just start at the back and work my way through, and I feel like that's it's possible here because the guys race you pretty well, and if you avoid the wrecks, then you'll get up front every time.
Well, fantastic run here tonight. Want to give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors.
Got to thank my team Texas Speed. My teammate John would be here if he wasn't in the middle of moving right now. Got to thank everybody else for coming out and running with us, and you for putting on the show. And shout out to Moody for the win. And thank you, John's mom.
I was going to say, where's John's mom in there? John's been doing a lot of that moving stuff lately.
Yeah, he'll be back soon.
Good run here tonight. Moody taking the win in the Street Stocks. I know this isn't your style racing, but able to muscle your way up to the front. Good race between the top 3, 4, 5, 6 guys tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was actually somewhat tame. It wasn't really a tame race up front. Now, wasn't a lot of pack racing, but I guess it's kind of a good thing. It's less stressful, but still a fun race in general. Had a good group tonight, and just kind of just stayed up front a lot of at least in most of the race, and just ran my race.
You got a lot of short guys over there in Discord helping you out. I mean, but you had a good group over there in Discord to talk and communicate. How important was that during the race to kind of figure out where you guys wanted to be? I know you were running with some of them. You get updates about what's going on further back. Does that help you when you're trying to figure out where to be in the race?
Oh yeah, 1000%. It's always pretty important, and also just the fact that I like to keep up where everybody's running, and I definitely had some people in there. Definitely wanted to get some good runs for sure. So just try to help any way I can, and just try to hope they can make it to the end.
Well, great run here tonight. I guess Roger's not going to make it.
Yeah,
he just put it in the group chat. So, but good run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Thanks for putting on this deal every Thursday night. It's always fun to come run every now and then. 3D Racing, Justin Norwood Sim Sports, Precision 3D Prints and Designs, and everybody came out tonight, and all the friends and family watching.
All right, we're gonna move over to the next session. I'll see you at Dega.
Yes, sir.
Later, guys. Good run.
Thanks.
All right, so those guys are going to jump over there. We are going to go ahead and save this replay file, and we're going to jump over there too with them. Let's see, how are things starting to look over there at Talladega? Definitely seems like the UI is definitely a little bit slower. Oh. All right, we're going to go ahead and spectate that. We're getting in there. Solid field so far. Maybe it'll be a quick, easy night if we don't get more than 26 cars. We'll find out. 15 minutes to practice. We are going to be a good portion of that in. Look, by the time we get over there, probably about 5 minutes left when we get into the session. Let's see. I see Wares is in there. Cruz is back over there. Stats has joined us. Mayo has made it. Brett the Plow is over there. Thrash, of course. Swarting has made it. Moody is over there, of course. Farless. Maniac is in there. Riley Green, Lovelace. So definitely some regulars starting to load themselves into tonight's Talladega race, 87's. This could get very interesting here tonight. Yeah, and I'm not opposed to having a little bit smaller group, but week 13 can get crazy. You can get some crazy groups in there. It looks like we're going to have about 7 minutes left when we get in there. 19 cars have joined. It is going to be a 10-minute qualifying session.
You ever turn those traction hacks off?
All right, we're going to jump over in here. Is Clint Sheehan in here or is he spectating? Clint's just spectating. I guess Clint is spectating because he's too scared to race. Is Clint spectating because he can't see over the wheel in these 87's? All right, so 87's here tonight as we got one get. I mean, maybe if they can, if he can get on his shoulders, he might be tall enough to see over the wheel. But Mark can barely see over the wheel himself. From what I heard, Roger was going to come and race with us, but wasn't able to because Mark wouldn't have been able to see over the wheel if Roger didn't let him sit on his lap.
That sounds right.
I thought it was because Roger's ears hung out the window of this car.
You don't want, yeah, when Roger's ears hang out, it's too much drag. So they got to make a choice. Either Mark sits on his lap and Mark races, or Roger races and Mark has to sit behind him and hold his ears in place.
I'm having a hard time hearing both of my names separately.
That is great.
Yeah, Mark, you haven't been acquainted with Mark yet.
Mark, this is Mark. Mark, that's Mark. Mark is Mark.
Sounds like a hair-lipped dog in here. Mark.
He says Roger's that.
not here to meet Roger, Mark. Roger'd love to meet the Roger, Mark.
I actually knew a guy named Rogers, Mark. It was really weird. Little things in life to just do out, I guess.
Roger Mark.
Roger.
See, the problem here is Mark is a Rogers.
I see what you did there.
All right, so these guys out on the track here tonight. To be fair, though, Thrash doesn't spell his name correctly.
Fuck you.
He's got a C in his name, too. I don't know if that counts.
Well, to be fair, there's a Cody with a K that races with us. I mean, and then there's regular Codys.
I'm just surprised Cody with a K doesn't also use an I. All right, so solid field starting to grow here. We were up over 20 cars. Looks like we're about 25 cars in right now. As it stands, we got a lot of people out on the track getting that seat time. 1 minute left here in practice. Are we going to break the threshold and get into Concy situations? We're going to find out here pretty quickly. Right now, I think it is 25 cars, and somebody could join during qualifying. Right now, it is looking like we're going to be just under that threshold. Yeah, 14 seconds left. 14 seconds. Dylan with the quick time as it stands right now. A lot of guys not getting a lap in. Practice coming to an end. We're going to do qualifying. All right, guys, I'll do a quick driver's meeting here at the beginning of qualifying. You guys are more than welcome to qualify while I do it. All right. Thanks for coming out, everybody. It looks like might be just under the 26 cars that come into that make the field here tonight. So right now, it looks like everybody will make it. We probably won't have an LCQ, but it is 10 minutes of qualifying, so more people could join. We'll find out what happens. Just to give you an idea of the format, top 5 qualify in on time. Everybody else will go in into a heat race, and if needed, we will run an LCQ also. And we are getting more people. Kyle just joined, so if we get one more person, I think it will make us run the Concy, even if there's less than 26 in here. So, but right now everybody is going to make it. So it'll be 5 laps in the heat race, 6 laps in the Concy, top 8 from the heat, top 5 from the Concy. A total of 26 going into the feature here tonight. If we do end up running the whole format. We are going to keep it above the double yellow lines here tonight. I don't care where you guys qualifying. I'm not watching 26 people qualify individually to make sure everybody stays above the yellow line. Just don't get black flag and don't get DQ'd. You got 3 laps here, so put in your best lap, however you feel like the best way to do that is. All starts here tonight will be initial starts will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. Restarts will only matter in the feature because there will be no restarts in the heats and or the Concies. And we are going to end up with a Concy here tonight. We just got a few more people that joined. So be aware of that. There will be no cautions in the heats and or the consies. If you do get in a wreck in the heat or the consi, go down, get your fast repair. There's a good chance they will wreck again, and you still might be able to race your way in. Chat. If you guys have a problem with somebody makes a dumb move, I get it. Mic up, tell them they're a fucking moron, but leave it at one and done. If you do keep it going after that, that is the easiest way to get removed from this session. On starts and restarts, I ask that you do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. Obviously, if the leader goes early and everybody kind of spreads out and you guys can easily just kind of merge in, I get that. But what I don't want you to do is sit back and try and get a jump and jump to the middle or the outside and cause everybody to wreck before the start-finish line. Once you hit that start-finish line, if you guys want to go 3, 4, 5, 6 wide, however many wide you can go, I have zero problem with that. That is your fast repair. Use it as you want it. This will be broadcasted on MDiTV on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch is all we're doing right now. So make sure you guys go check it out, MDiTV now. And make sure you guys give it a like, a share, and a follow. If I forgot something, somebody will remind you. All right, right now, James Stats at the top of the boards with make that Rich Matthews to the top of the boards with a 46.735, currently at the top of the boards. Go ahead and put best times up there. And I'm going to go ahead and change this so it says Talladega, not Chicagoland, when I show you guys the lineup. So remember, top 5 get to automatically advance into the feature. Everybody else will be put in the heat races, and then we'll have some of those guys going into the consi here tonight. It does look like the field is growing a little bit. We are closer to 30 cars here tonight. As these guys are putting in their qualifying run, right now it is Matthews Stats, Mark Rogers, Schwarting, and Bird are your top 5. Currently locked in the show, but that could change. A lot of guys out on the track, like Landon Moody in the number 84 machine. Marc Thrash down on the track also. Make it a little bit of comeback for 1 week. He will be here. Oh, he's got the just married car. That is awesome. Marc Thrash in the number 38 machine out there qualifying. Let's see where he is able to put it. This is gonna be a hard car to come back to. He's been off for 3 months off to boot camp, getting ready, getting into the Marines. Just finished up boot camp. He's got some schooling to do. That's where he'll be going. But he has been 3 months away from the service. It does take a little bit to get used to it. As Farless jumps up into the number 3 spot. Let's see if I can get another win. Yeah, right. It's plausible. All right, so we still got people coming into the session. Looks like we are up into the 30-something range here. So we will be sending some people home here tonight. Will Marc Thrash be able to jump his way into the top 5 and potentially get himself locked into a starting spot, as Moody going to jump up to the number 4 spot? Landon Moody up there in the number 4 spot right now, knocking Braden Wares out of that top 5. Marc Thrash going to set 21st. Yeah, definitely a little rusty. He's going to get the apron there just a tick in the number 38. He was rolling the top side. I don't know if that's the move. The tire wear is pretty intense here. Kyle Todd in 20th right now. Mark Rogers currently on that bubble spot. Lovelace is coming out. Lovelace is real good in these things. Watch for Lovelace to potentially punch his way into that top 5, possibly putting Mark Rogers into a consi here tonight. That is not real, or into a heat race here tonight. That is not really where you want to be. It is chaotic. You can get pushed back, lose a lot of spots in tonight's feature. That top 5 is so important, as the Thrash Can going to come across the boards 11th quick as he completes his 3 laps. Marc Thrash currently in that number 11 spot. Mark Rogers continuing to sit on the bubble. David Babson going to jump up into the number 5 spot, pushes Mark Rogers out of that top 5. Mark, you did not use all 3 laps. I don't know if that made a difference. As the Thrash Can is flipping that number 38. Oh my God, that was a good wreck. He is still flipping. What would Mooncar say right now? Marc Thrash is wrecking like a motherfucker, is what he would have said at that point. Oh, Lovelace going to jump up to second quick. No surprise there. Pushing David out of that top 5, and Moody is now on the bubble. Lovelace going to go ahead and not wreck as good as Mark did. I guess you can't expect much different. Josh Cruz, he had a phenomenal run in the last race in the street stocks at Chicagoland. Looking to follow it up here tonight as he is going to come across the line to complete lap number 2, currently in the number 25 spot. Let's see if he can pick up the pace here on lap number 3. Still got a few guys out there. Cody Rogers has made it into the session, so we'll see if Cody is able to do anything and jump up into that top 5 possibly. Will Landon Moody be able to hang on to that number 5 spot? Let's see where Josh Cruz is going to put that number 44 as he comes across the line. He's going to jump up second quick for Josh Cruz, pushing Moody off and into a heat race. Farless now sits on the bubble. I was just about to ask Moody how it feels to be sitting on the bubble. Well, he's no longer sitting on the bubble. Oh, I don't think Cody Rogers is going to get a lap in time. Selby has showed up, so it does look like we got 32 cars here tonight. Matthew Selby has showed up. He's not going to get a lap in time, but we'll see what he is able to do. Here tonight, he'll be starting deep in his heat race. It is not going to be too hard to make your way in. There will be, you just got to survive, as I don't think Cody is going to get a lap in time. All right, so it looks like as it stands right now, unless something crazy happens, I don't think anybody's going to get a lap in time. I mean, I guess Sean Parrish could get a lap in. Oh, he does not. It looks like Matthews, Cruz, Lovelace, Stats, and Farless all going into tonight's feature. Everybody else. Dads on Dads approves this message. What's up, John? All right, let's get ready here for heat race number 1 as they are going to go ahead and line them up. Top 8 going to transfer through. It is going to be Landon Moody sitting on the pole here tonight. Mark Rogers in second. Dylan Bird in third. Going to be Isabel in the number 4 spot. Scott Leonard in 5th. Going to be Brett Vincent in that number 6 spot. Charles Allen Jr. in 7th. Justin Smith in 8th. Going to be Justin Sanchez in the number 9 spot. Kyle Todd in 10th. Going to be Ashton Thomas in the 11th spot. Cody Rogers in 12th. Sean Parrish 13th. And Joseph Selinger in 14th. All right, guys, just a reminder, top 8 transfer through. Everybody else will go off into the Consi. Top 8 transfer through. This start will be on green. Do not jump on a line until after the start-finish line. Have fun, and good luck. All right, we are going to go ahead and get ready here for the start of heat race number 1. Looks like we got all 14 cars into this one. 14 cars, 8 of them will transfer here tonight. Eight of them will transfer. So it looks like we might send like six-ish cars home here tonight. Maybe 7. Maybe 5. Not a whole lot. Let's go, Mark, says Colin. So pretty healthy front row there. As they head through turn number 1 and 2, we're going to stack them up. Down the back straightaway here in just a second. We'll see who is able to take the win here in heat race number 1. Survival is going to be key in and live in that top 8 as they come down the back straightaway. So we see this sometimes with these cars. Sometimes these guys will just break loose. We could see a lot of chaos in this one. Some of these front guys might struggle a little bit. Moody and Rogers on that front row. We got Cody Rogers in the back. So we got Mark Rogers and Cody Rogers in the field. So I got to remember that. Can't just call Rogers. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, this is about the time the tension gets hot. This is a long pace lap for these guys. A lot of time to think, a lot of time to overthink. As we get a little beating and banging going back there around the middle of the fat pack. Who's it going to be here tonight? Who is going to take heat race number 1? Pace car is going to pull in. First race here for the second session here tonight as they come down the front straightaway looking for the green flag here in heat race number 1. Moody, Mark Rogers, green flag is out. Great start by Moody on the inside. Rogers is going to fight back as they come down the front straightaway. Drag race heading for turn number 1 and 2. Cody Rogers is going to jump up to the high side in that back row. He knows he needs to get into that top 8 as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Pretty mild up at the front as it stands right now. Top 4 might end up single file. Mark Rogers not really pushing the fact as they come down the back straightaway. Now we got a little bit of racing going on as Dylan Bird wants the lead. He's going to bring Leonard with him down into turn number 3 and 4. Down into 3 and 4. Bird going to lead it into 3 and 4. Looking to lead lap number 1 here. We're going to stack them up 2 by 2 behind the second place car of Landon Moody as they come down the front straightaway. Here we got one up on the top side looking to take it 3 wide. That is going to be... Is that Kyle? I don't think that's Kyle. I think that's Justin Smith up on the top side as they head through turn number 1 and 2. It is Justin Smith up on the top side. Takes it 3 wide. Bold move. Breaks his way into the top 8, bangs the wall, they touch out of turn 2, big wreck down the back straightaway. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars spinning down the back straightaway. Rogers is caught up in it. Kyle Todd, Alan Jr., Brent Vincent, all caught up in that one. Those guys will be going to the Consi for sure. Through turn number 3 and 4, down the front straightaway. Moody back to the point. He's got Mark Rogers behind him. Mark's going to get back to his back bumper as they come through the tri-oval. It's going to be Moody leading the way. Here comes the 96 up on the top side. Dylan Bird looking for the lead again as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Dylan Bird working that high side through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Moody's going to try to play defense. No, he keeps it down low. He's got help behind him. That's going to be Mark Rogers as they head for turn number 3 and 4. Top side starting to form a little bit. Isabel all over the back of Bird. Bird's going to dig into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side for the lead. Bird edges out in front as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Moody back on the bottom as Rogers gets back to his back bumper down through the tri-oval. Moody leads it, looking for the line. Going to be 3 laps complete, 2 laps to go. Moody going to slide up to the top side, plays a little defense. Going to slide back down. They're 3 wide for third into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, a little bit of contact. Big save as Sanchez gets in. Oh, we're wrecking. Wrecking out of turn number 2. Oh, we got him stacked up. Oh, no. Rogers into the wall as Moody leads it. Bird second, Thomas in third, Sanchez in fourth, Parrish in fifth, Sellinger, Leonard, and Mark Rogers. Mark Rogers is going to take the toe as they come to the line. Going to be Moody leading it. White flag is up. All right, we're going to stop the arguing. It was the 18. It wasn't. It was Sanchez. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Moody's going to lead the way. Dylan Bird in second. Ashton Thomas in third. Sanchez in a fourth. Going to be Sellinger in the number 5 spot. Parrish in sixth. Leonard. Kyle Todd is the final transfer car in as it stands right now. Remember, he was in the incident on lap number 1. He is in it and in a transfer spot. That's why he don't quit. Battle for lead. Moody's going to bang doors with Bird. Bird digs back, gets to the door of Moody. Drag race to the line. It's going to be Landon Moody at the line by .01. Dylan Bird, Sellinger, Sanchez, Thomas, Parrish, Leonard, Kyle Todd going to race their way in. So Kyle Todd going to transfer his way in. Next person to say anything about it will just get booted. I don't want to hear it anymore. It's done. Everybody's pretty much going to make it. There's only a couple cars that won't. Just race them how they race you. Going to be David Babson starting on the pole here in heat race number 2. Braden Wares in second. Going to be Luke Swarting in the number 3 spot. Damian in fourth. Going to be Shane Flanagan in the number 5 position. Marc Thrash in 6th. Going to be the Maniac in the number 7 spot. Matthew Long in 8th. Bill Sleep in 9th. Going to be David Mayo in the number 10 spot. Going to be Seth in 11th. Going to be Matthew Selby in the number 12 spot. And Riley Green in 13th. All right, we are looking for the green flag this time by what's up, Dylan? That was a good run with you and Moody. Yeah, I try not to do. I try and get pretty lenient with the contact. I figure most people are going to race people how they get raced. As long as it doesn't get too toxic, it usually doesn't get too bad. Just so you know, that's why I got the chat rule. Most of the time when people drive like an idiot, they don't last very long around here because they'll get driven that way back. For some reason, Kyle Todd still sticks around. No, I'm just picking on you, Kyle. All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Yeah, it got pretty wild there. That was a pretty wild one. A couple people got aggressive. And not everybody drives these cars and they get the pushing in the middle. He definitely pushed in the middle of the corner. So that is a tough one to do in the 87s, and people are going to race them that way back. It's going to be hard to survive in this one if people are pushing you through the corner. So green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be Braden Wares with a good run to the line. He had help from behind as they head for turn number 1. Oh, they're already wrecking. They're already wrecking up at the front. David makes a mistake in the number 29 as Braden Wares leads the way. Oh, what happened there? That was absolute chaos. Let's go take another look at that one. Oh, just that push. That push absolutely demolished them. Swarting with a big push into the back bumper. Killed David there. David is not going to be happy about that one. He is out of it as it stands right now as Wares leads the way, Swarting in second. Selby is all the way up to third already in the number 30, in the number 11 machine. Selby going to slide up to the top side as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Digs up high. He's got help from behind. That's going to be the number 4 along. Oh, we got Sleep and the 25 into the wall. That's going to be Seth and Bill Sleep around out of turn number 2. So right now, Riley Green is the lone car out in this pack as the 10 of the Maniac going to go ahead and slap that wall. Matthew Monick up at the top side out of turn number 4. What's up? What's up, Demon? I see you. What did you do, Demon? What did you do? Down the front straightaway, Wares and Selby. Selby going to lead at the line that time by almost last, the first and 2 laps as they head into 1 and 2. Selby going to lead the way. Braden Wares now back to second as they come out of turn number 2. Wares going to look down low. Matthew Long just behind Selby. Selby going to put the block on him. They're going to hook up nose to tail. He's got more help up on the high side as Flanagan is going to get on the back bumper to the number 4. Selby going to slide back down to the bottom as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Blocks Braden Wares as they head out of turn 4, slides up the track, going to put the block on Long down the front straightaway. He's going to get stuck in the sucker hole here. Split down the middle. Here comes Wares to the bottom. Who's going to lead this time by? It's going to be Braden Wares. 3 laps complete. Oh, we got contact down at the bottom. Somehow they all survive. Right now it is going to be Monac. On the one spot out. Flanagan is now in as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Big block for Wares. Selby going to get in the back of him into turn number 3. Wares sideways just a tick into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side. Here comes Selby down on the bottom. Ooh, that sucks. That sucks, Demon. Yeah, Long's doing good up there. Down the front straightaway, looking for the line. White flag is out. 1 lap to go as they come across the line. Wares and Selby side by side. They're going to touch into turn number 1 and 2. Most of these guys are in. Wares is going to be sideways. Here comes Long in the 4. He's going to get in the back of Wares. Wares is already loose out of turn number 2. Long into the wall. Selby goes down to the bottom, up underneath the double yellow line, just a tick. Here comes Swarting. Oh, we're wrecking. We're wrecking down the back straightaway. The 07s get together. Oh, no. Swarting going to take the lead into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Selby back to the inside. Oh, Mayo got caught up in that one as they come out of turn number 4, looking for the line. One of those guys are still going to make it as they come to the line. Going to be Matt Selby out front. Takes the win here in the heat race number 2. The Maniac second. Swarting, Long, Flanagan is going to make it. David is going to limp his way in as he goes around Wares to the line. Wares going to make it to the line. He's going to make his way in. Riley Green, he's going to make his way in. Marc Thrash did not. Bill Sleep, Mayo, Seth, and Damon did not make it into the feature. Wow. All right, what a crazy heat race number 2. We're going to go ahead and take 5 of them. Take them out. Take the top 5 out of the Conti here tonight, as it is going to be Cody Rogers on the pole here tonight in the LCQ. Marc Thrash in second. Going to be Charles Allen Jr. in the number 3 spot. David Mayo in 4th. Going to be Brent Vincent in 5th here tonight. Bill Sleep in 6th. Mark Rogers in 7th. Going to be Seth in 8th. Isabel in 9th. And Justin Smith going to start shotgun on the field in that number 10 spot. Because I think Damon is gone. Oh, just in case you missed it. All right. Justin, it's going to be up to you. I know it's going to have you on the bottom. You can start on the bottom or you can fill in the top side here. It's up to you, bud. All right. So we are going to go ahead and hit up tonight. As they head through turn number 1 and 2. This is actually a pretty solid. This is a solid B main, though. The plow the Brett is known as the plow for those of you guys that don't know, and he tends to not like solid fields because it's a lot easier to drive through a soft field than a solid one. All right, down into turn. Mark still got loft. Yeah. You want a stuffed animal or something? That would be hilarious. Riley wants one too. All right, down the front straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by top 5 transfer. Tensions are definitely high. Solid group here. As they come to the restart zone, Cody Rogers, Marc Thrash on that front row. Green flag is out. Riley yellow. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 1 and 2. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Cody Rogers on the inside. Marc Thrash on the outside. They're going to keep it 2 by 2 through turn number 1 and 2. This could be one person making a mistake, getting loose, banging off the wall out of turn number 2. Could shake this up. 6 laps here. These tires are going to wear out here tonight. I just said that like 3 times. And it could make a difference by the end of this one. You got to keep the heat out of them. You got to be able to survive to lap number 6 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Cody Rogers easily going to take the lead. Allen looking for that number 2 spot, but Marc Thrash going to fight hard on the outside. Gets squeezed up to the wall. Allen going to pull back down as here comes the 13 of the plow down low. Brent Vincent looking to the bottom side as they look for turn number 1 and 2. Starting to get a little tight right around that number 5 spot as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Maybe a little bit of contact there as Justin Smith gets into the back of the 11 out of turn number 4. Almost contact between Sleep and Justin as they come down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Cody Rogers leading the way. The 42 of Allen in second as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, top 3, top 4, going to try to go single file. Marc Thrash now on the bubble spot in that number 38 machine. Down the front straightaway, it is going to be 2 laps complete. We got 4 laps to go. They have to make it. They have to make it the rest of the way. The 11 of David Mayo stuck in the middle here. This could be bad news at the back of the pack if they get squeezed out of turn number 2. Here comes Sleep up underneath. He's going to pull out, let Mayo down as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Cody Rogers. Into turn number 3 and 4. Allen in second. Marc Rogers in third. Brent Vincent now up into the number 5 spot. Isabel in 5th. As they come down the back straightaway, looking for down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1. It's going to be Cody Rogers continuing to lead the way. Marc Rogers making his way up to the front. He's going to get up underneath Allen. Allen slips up to the high side. Brent Vincent going to move up underneath him. Marc Thrash is out. Big bobble up on the top side for Allen. BadNewsSetups.com. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Cody Rogers leading the way. Marc Rogers in second. Brett. I just added an N to your name. My bad. As they come through turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Allen is falling back in a hurry. Down the front straightaway, going to be 2 laps to go at the line. 2 laps to go as they come across the line. It's Rogers in first. Rogers in second. Vincent in third. Killen in fourth. Smith in 5th as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Everybody getting single file right now. Going to cool off those tires just a bit. We got one jumping up to the top side. That is going to be the 25 of Killen. He wants to give himself a little bit of breathing room. Here comes the 28, trying to decide where to go. The 25 drifts up the track. Brett's going to get sideways down on the apron. He's trying to wreck out of 4. There's contact. Back around the 3rd spot. Big slide for the 25. 25 hard into the outside wall. Marc Thrash now racing for a final transfer spot. 5 laps complete. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they come across the line. Little contact at the line pushes Marc Thrash down to the bottom. Marc going to take that 5th and final transfer spot. That is the spot to watch. Right now, the Rogers out front, leading it as they come out of turn number 2. Contact as they wreck behind Thrash. The 42 is flipping down the back straightaway. Oh, the 11 and the 42 get together. Bad news. Bill Sleep caught up in that one. Back up to the front. Cody Rogers leads the way. Marc Rogers behind him as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Marc to the outside. Down the front straightaway. Looking for the line. Who's going to be our B-main warrior? Here comes Marc Rogers. He steals it as they come across the line. Cody Rogers in second. Isabel, Justin Smith, and Marc Thrash all making it to the feature here tonight. All right, guys, we're going to get a 3-minute warm-up here. If you're mad at anybody, go ahead and recommend this warm-up or just wreck whoever you want. Have a little bit of fun here. We don't take it serious. Some people drive around in a reverse, but don't get DQ'd. Well, Mark's in here. He'll probably be clearing black flags, so just have some fun. All right, that is going to be the B main as Marc Rogers steals it away from Cody at the line on that last lap, up 6 spots into a transfer spot. How about the Thrash Can making it into the feature here tonight? Barely. A little bit of luck behind him as they got together, able to slide his way into a finish. You're going to practice your donuts. You can do whatever. As Bill Sleep is still out on the track. Oh, there we go. All right, off into the break. We're going to go ahead and concentrate on crashes. We'll see who it picks. So these guys going to have a little bit of fun. Dylan said he's going to work on his donuts. These guys going to have some fun. I'm going to grab a water. I'll be right back. All right. Chaos out on the track, as you guys can see. Getting ready for 26 cars into tonight's feature, 30-lap main event. It is going to be a wild one here tonight. Definitely got some good drivers, but we had a little bit of chaos as Marcus figured out how to wreck again. Oh my God. They are wrecking all over the... Whoa, Lovelace. Definitely completing with Marc Thrash's wreck again. Oh. You know, Lovelace might be out there making John jealous. Getting railed so many times.
Just a typical Thursday night for me.
All right, so these guys out having a little bit of fun. All right. Dylan, still working on those donuts. That's not a very good donut there. We're gonna have to do better than that, Dylan. I mean, you're spinning the shit out of the tires, but you're no longer doing donuts. All right, there you go. There you go. That grass just sucks tonight. Moody is smoking on the track. Oh my God, is that Mark? Yep. Oh God. Oh. All right, that is going to be that to warm up. We're going to get into tonight's feature as we are going to do 30 laps here tonight. It is going to get crazy. We are going to have some wrecks. It is the 87s. That does happen. These things are hard to hold on to as we get ready for tonight's 30 lap main event. 26 cars looking to do battle here tonight. All right, guys, I don't think I said it in the driver's meeting. We're going to go ahead and talk about it now. But if you do, it is admin control cautions. If you do go a lap down, if you get in a wreck and I do not throw the caution, go get your fast repair. When we do get a caution, you are allowed to just take your laps back. That being said, if you are a lead lap car, please be down on the double yellow line under caution. That way those guys can go around the outside and not run you over. Have some fun here, guys. Remember, the start is on green. The restarts will be on leader. All right. It looks like one driver did not grid up, so it's going to be 25 cars starting on the pole here tonight. It is going to be Rich Matthews. Outside of him, it's going to be Josh Cruz. Zach Lovelace going to start in that number 3 spot. James Stats in 4th. Farless in that number 5 position. Landon Moody in 6th. Going to be Matt Selby in the number 7 spot. Dylan Bird in 8th. Moniak in 9th. Going to be Sellinger in the number 10 spot. Swarting in 11th. Sanchez in 12th. We're going to have Matthew Long in that number 13 spot. Ashton Thomas in 14th. Shane Flanagan in 15th. Going to be Sean Parrish in the number 16 spot. David Babson in 17th. Going to be Scott Leonard in the number 18 position. Braden Wares in 19th. Kyle Todd in 20th. That is a very, very interesting row 10. Going to be Riley Green in the number 21 spot. Mark Rogers in 22nd. Cody Rogers in 23rd. Isabel in that number 24 spot. Justin Smith in 25th. And Marc Thrash 26th. Row 10 is interesting. It is Braden and Kyle. I think Sanchez did not grid up, which everybody is probably happy about. So that is going to change it up a little bit. They won't be in row 10 together. All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Going to be Rich and it's going to be Matthews and Cruz on that front row as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. 30 laps here tonight. Pace car going to pull off down onto pit road. Who's it going to be? Looking for the green. It is so far down the front straightaway. All right. Green flag is out. Man, that start finish line is so far. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Cruz gets a good jump on the outside. They get some help. James Stats all over the back of him as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, he tries to come down, but wasn't clear. Matthews is going to give it to him, but was not happy about that move. Matthews going to push up the track as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Everybody so far keeping it kind of clean as they head for turn number 3 and 4. Cruz going to lead the way. Looks like Moody's going to go all the way up to the top side. So Moody's going to blink out a little bit there. That is odd as Ashton Thomas goes up and kisses the wall back there in that number 33. Coming to the line, who's going to lead lap number 1? Here comes Matthews back down to the bottom. He's going to get around Cruz. Stats to the top side. Matthews going to lead lap number 1. 3 wide for the lead in the 1 and 2. This is lap number 1. We still have 29 more laps to go, and this one has been crazy. We got 3 wide back in the pack here on lap number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. So far, everybody keeping it lean and green. We got a couple looking maybe for 4 wide. No, they're not going to make it 4 wide, tapping and banging on each other down the back straightaway into turn number 3. We got a couple flipping and wrecking into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to keep it green for... we're going to go ahead and clear the caution. There's still a pile. Caution flag comes out. Oh my. All right, so we're going to go down here. Somebody. All right, so we were going to look and see what happens. The 16 hard. Who is in the 16? The 16 is going to be Shane. Let's go on with the 16. We're going to watch from the chopper. This gets pretty crazy. So the 29, I don't know if they know they're about to be 4 wide. No. Oh, the bump from the 29. Oh. 16 going to get the worst of that one as the caution flag comes out here for the first time tonight. James Stats is out front leading the way. Mark didn't cause that one. I mean, we could say MB, Mark's bad. One race back after 3 months, Thrash, and Demon's already blaming you.
What happened?
Demon's already blaming Marc Thrash for that one. Oh, yeah, because I've been doing a 15-minute practice instead of the 30-minute practice. I figured. How you doing, Roger? It was so funny because we were talking about Mark and we were talking about you. Yeah, it's unlimited tires. And there's a guy in here named Mark Rogers. So Matt Selby going to lead the way. Dylan Bird in second. Matthew Long in third. Leonard in fourth. Babson in fifth. Swarting, Matthews, Moody, Stats, and Cruz, your top 10 as it stands right now. Oh, yeah. 10 minutes ago, we were already into the heats and stuff. I've had a lot going on, and so cutting out the 15 minutes of practice has made a difference for me. And we were getting a lot of people. It was just getting bad. And the sessions were filling up so quick anyway, so I just started going to 15-minute practice because we're doing the back-to-back races. 30 minutes of practice, of broadcasting practice, is pretty rough. Was Kyle done? Kyle Todd is disconnected. All right, so we should get that one to go this time by as they come to the line. One to go as they hit the start finish line. Got one jumping. Lovelace going to jump down on pit road. Riley Green jumping down on pit road. As they are going to go ahead and stack them back up side by side. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're having the surgery, they probably knocked you out. You probably didn't feel a thing. Just saying. So it's going to be 5 laps complete, 25 to go. Does look like we might have thinned down the field a little bit already. All right, so Fanning and Parrish are back out on the track. They're going to be a lap down here as we got them stacked up 2 by 2. Looking for the green flag this time by. All right, this start is going to be on leader anytime after the pace car pulls off the track. This will be on you, Selby. Oh, okay. Okay. That had to be wild. They gave you some good stuff to deal with it, though, I'm sure. All right. Pace car going to pull in out of turn number 4. Going to be 25 laps to go when they hit the line here tonight. Can we get some green flag laps in? It is 87's. We're probably going to get another caution. Pace car is pulling in. Selby leads them down the front straightaway. When is he going to fire off in that number 11 machine? Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come to the line. Selby gets a big jump here as they look for turn number 1 and 2. Selby leads the way side by side for a second. Going to be Long and Bird side by side into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, still side by side for a second as they come out of turn number 2. They're side by side behind them. Drag race down the back straightaway there, closing the gap on Selby. Selby going to go up and block that top lane as they look for turn number 3. Selby going to slide back down to the bottom side. Here comes Long down on the bottom into turn number 3 and 4. Bird has some help behind him. Are they going to get there? Selby slides up. Bird's going to get on the nose as they look for the line. It's going to be Selby leading the way once again this time by. Got one jumping up to the top side. They're going to make it 3 wide for third into turn number 1 and 2. That is... oh, I hear somebody wrecking. Hear a couple people sliding. They kept it straight. No caution flag as they come out of turn number 2. Looks like the 16 of Flanagan is struggling a little bit here tonight. Already went for one ride. Oh, the 4 and the 2 are caught together. 4 goes around. Contact into turn number 3 and 4. Caution flag is out. Does he just drive right Oh, he turned down and the 4 was there. He just. All right, so what it looks like is Selby came down maybe a little bit late. That kind of started the stack up. He's sideways coming in. Try and get a good look at that. Yeah, Selby's going to come down and parks it right on the nose of the 4. Gets a little bit sideways there. Caution flag comes out here for the second time tonight. Yeah, if you're lap down, just take your laps back. It allowed me to clear it on the last one, so whatever issues they were having before, they don't seem to be a problem now. Roger's that. All right, down the front straightaway. Let's see if we get that. Oh, everybody's coming down on pit road. Will anybody stay out and take the gamble? Everybody pulling down on pit road. Marc Thrash is going to stay out. The Thrash Can going to come out and lead a lap. He's got Braden Wares behind him. Those two are going to stay out. What's a long time? Yeah, what's a long time? All right, so it is going to be the Thrash Can and Braden Wares up at the front. Riley Green's going to be up there too. So Riley Green, Marc Thrash, Cruz going to be out there with the new fresh tires in the number 44. You're coming? Landon Moody just out behind him. Mark Rogers in the number 5 spot. Uh-oh. What happened to Braden? He had to pull off down the back straightaway. Issues on the 07 machine. Cody Rogers is back out on the track, so he'll try and get some laps back here. Cody, I do believe they're getting one to go here. If they are stacked up, just let them know what you're doing. All right, going to be Marc Thrash out front. He's going to lead these guys to the green flag. Still in the just married number 38 machine. Shane, you can get your lap back too. Or not. All right, so Cody going to get his lap back. Shane is not. As they head into turn at number 1 and 2, it is going to be 2 by 2. Looking for the green flag this time by, I think. Let's see what's going on with Wares. Are you still having issues, Braden? Is it giving you your spot or leaving you back there? All right. I just wanted to make sure because they were stacked up front. All right. Looking for the green flag as we send them into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be on Marc Thrash. He's got Josh Cruz, to the outside with fresh tires as we are going to look for that green flag this time by. All right. Down the front straightaway. When will Mark decide to fire off as the pace car pulls in? He leads the way down the front stretch. Marc Thrash, Josh Cruz, Riley Green, and Rich Matthews, your top 4. As they come down the front straightaway, who's it going to be here tonight? And it's going to be 20 laps to go. Ooh, big stack up at the front. They're going to keep it straight. We're going to go back and take a look at that. Yeah, big stack up there. We're going to let that slide for Farless as they come down the back straightaway. Going to be Thrash on the outside as here comes Cruz down on the bottom, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Just if anybody was wondering, Farless did jump up there because there was a big stack up on the top side. Yes, Brady, 87's. Down the front straightaway, looking for the line this time by Cruz. Going to lead the way at the line. Josh Cruz, here comes Farless digging hard as they look for turn number 1 and 2. Farless and Cruz up at the front through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Dylan Bird. He wants a piece of the action in that number 3 spot, but down on the bottom side, Matthews is going to dig hard as they look for turn number 3. Big bobble back there as it looked like there might have been a little contact to the back of Thomas's number 33 machine down into turn number 3 and 4. A little tap by Bird into the back bumper of Farless. Farless going to hold on to it. Got a little bobble there as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Moody stuck back in traffic there in the number 84. Might be struggling a little bit there as they come to the line this time by 12 laps complete. 12 laps complete as they look for turn number 1. Farless going to dig back on the outside. They're going to be 2, 3. Wow, there were 4 wide back there. Ashton Thomas going to push through, and everybody else is going to back off as they head through 1 and 2. Contact back in the back. Contact back in the back. They're going to keep it straight 4 now as they come down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Here comes Moody in the 84. He's going to shove it up the middle. He wants to lead this thing as they head into turn number 3. Farless slides up, opens the door for Moody. Moody going to make it 3 wide for second out of turn number 4. Farless falls back. Matthews down on the inside. Moody up to the number 2 spot down the front straightaway. Does he have the momentum to make it to the lead this time by? I don't think so. Here comes the push by Moody. Not able to get there. It's going to be Cruz that time by. Moody up on the high side, going to lead it through turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, I know. Out of turn 2. Oh, we got one around back in the pack. 1 around, 2 around, 2 around. We're going to leave it green for now. We've had enough cautions. We've had enough cautions. We're going to leave it green for now. Selby gets caught up in that one as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to get a caution in a little bit, guys. Let's run a few green flag laps. Down to the line. Oh, big save. Big save as they come across the line. Moody leads the way. Josh Cruz in second. Here comes Matthews looking to the outside as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, side by side for that number 2 spot. Oh, scraping up the wall. Scott Leonard down on the bottom side in that number 5 machine. He is very broke as they are going to be 3 wide for the lead. Oh, contact. Big save by Mark Rogers. Oh, now they're wrecking. Another wreck. Caution flag comes out. So caution flag is out there. Lots happening in that little episode of runs. Just a lot to process here. So Marc's going to come down and, oh, Josh actually pushed up a little bit into Marc. Big stack up. These guys going to try to just run over each other. Big hit for the number 2 car into the outside wall. That is going to be a big hit there. That is James Stats hard into the wall in the number 2. Lots happened. We had a wreck before that one. Caution flag is out halfway through. 15 laps complete. 15 laps to go. Well, I know you took a solid lick into the wall. You know, it doesn't look bad, though. I'd go down there and just see what kind of optional repairs you have, because it doesn't look bad at all.
It's worth it at this point. I might as well, but I still got that fast repair in my back pocket.
Moody out on the track by himself. Everybody else down on pit road. Selby going to make it down in the number 11 machine. As we work the caution flag here once again. Whoa.
44 seconds of damage somehow. I don't know how.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be done. That was a pretty big lick.
iRacing gods are on my side tonight.
Race car turn 2, FYI.
I don't know. I didn't feel like I hit the wall too hard, but I have 12 minutes of optional. How is this fair, James Stats? Come on.
Oh, Farley's going to cook that a little bit. He's going to go ahead and pass Moody accidentally. Look for him to get back in line. I think Riley is going to have to move back. I don't know what position Riley's in. Did he already pit? Is he going to get a black flag here? We're going to find out. Farley's going to drop back. Mark Rogers in the number 2 spot as it stands right this minute. Selby taking his fast repair in the number 11 machine. Probably going to be one to go here this time by. Lovelace down on pit road. Ton of damage on that 00. Cody Rogers down on pit road. Braden Wares down on pit road. 12 minutes worth of damage, he said.
Pack's out of 4, so checking up.
All right, let's see if we get that one to go this time by. Going to be 17 laps complete. Going to be a 12-lap shootout here.
Can I get a black clear, please?
All right, we got them stacking them up once again here tonight. Going to look for another restart. 12 laps to go when they going to take the green this time by Moody. Going to lead him to the green flag. He's going to have Farless to his outside. Pretty solid front row there. Great second row. Definitely a good couple rows up at the front. See if they're able to take advantage of that. Look at that. Josh Cruz pushed back the number 10 spot in the 44. He's got some work to do. A little further back than he's used to being here tonight. Looks like Stats got his repairs as they look for the green flag. I think Shane might be done in the number 16 machine. Yeah, Shane has left the session. "12 laps. Can we do them under green?" We're going to find out here pretty quickly as they head through turn number 3 of 4, looking for the green flag whenever Moody fires them off after the pace car pulls off. Will he try to stretch the field, or will he try to keep them bunched? We're going to find out here soon as they come out of turn number 4, looking for that green flag. Pace car pulling down and in. When is Moody going to fire off?
Black flag clear, please, sir.
Green, where is it at? He's going to wait. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Moody going to lead the way as Farley is going to get the dig on the outside as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Farley's going to have the edge into 1 and 2. Moody going to swing back down on the bottom. He's got Mark Rogers on the bottom side working with him as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Salinger going to blink out a little bit here. As here comes Selby in the number 11 machine. They're going to be side by side for second. Moody leads it. Mark Rogers, Farless going to battle for second. Rogers with the edge, but here comes Farless digging back on the outside. Farless going to have a nice run on the outside, but Selby able to hold strong and pull the draft of the number 84. Going to be Selby for second that time by. They're 4 wide. 4 wide. I don't know where they thought they were going to go.
Oh, 4 wide is kind of hard to do right there.
4 wide. They survive out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Selby up on the outside trying to make his way back up to the front. He's been back and forth. Selby the yo-yo here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. It continues to be Moody out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. Selby with a run all by himself as they look for the line. He's not able to make the run. It's going to be Moody leading that time by 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go. They're 3 wide for whatever spot that is back there as they head through turn number 1 and 2. That is going to be 9th, maybe? Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Now back down to 2 wide. Selby on the outside. Moody on the bottom. Drag race looking for turn number 3. Top lane move it, losing momentum as they head into turn number 3 and 4.
Sorry.
Oh my God, big wreck out of turn 4. Big wreck, big wreck, big wreck.
Yo, gang, the yellow flag out, bro. You don't gotta hit me, bro.
Big wreck for Mark Rogers getting knocked sideways.
All I am currently trying to say is please be more careful. Thank you.
All right, so what happened here? Oh, Moody's going to come down. Oh, Moody got him. Moody got him. Nowhere for these guys to go. Oh, Selby got murdered. Oh, the 4 gets
28. Where's the Lightning McQueen skin at, bro?
Contact here once again. They're still wrecking. That had to be one of the longest wrecks I've ever seen.
Fucked up, bro. You doing the ka-chow that McQueen do, bro? That's race.
Caution flag is out. Welp, yeah. That's about all you can say, right? It looked like Moody tried to slam that door shut, and Mark Rogers was sticking his nose in there, and it just did not work out. Rogers getting the worst of that one as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Selby probably got the worst of that one. Mark Rogers identifying as a dart and killed Selby up on the top side. As everybody is coming down on pit road.
Can you yellow flag or black flag here?
So caution flag on the track. Yeah, you guys were. It was fun to watch. I wish we could get some more green flag laps. There's some good people up at the front. Sucks that you're done for the night though. Next week, next Thursday, we'll do street stocks at 9:30 p.m. and then whatever combo I decide at Dega after that. Moody came down on pit road first. Will he leave first? Mark Rogers is actually going to come off of pit road first, but I think he's going to have a black flag and get moved to the end.
I shouldn't have a black flag.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. All right. I think, Roger, are you telling me that Moody missed his pit box? All right, so... Oh, he didn't. It looks like Mark actually just took 2 tires. Yeah, I appreciate you coming out, Dylan. It was fun watching you. I don't have it on there. I don't know if you have the Discord link, but I could put it over there in the chat over on...
Can I have a black pin, please?
As they should get the one to go this time by. I'm going to go try and put this in the chat over there for you, Dylan. There you go. All right, looks like we're getting the one to go. We're going to stack them up. Mark Rogers, Landon Moody on that front row. They're stacking them up 2 by 2. Six-lap shootout here. Six-lap shootout. Mark Rogers, Landon Moody on the front row. So Mark had a great pit stop, taking the 2 tires, I believe is what he did. Puts him in a good spot. Back out front, got caught up in that wreck, still comes out with a lead. As they are side by side all the way through the field. The field is definitely thinned out a little bit here. Looks like we got 14 cars out on the track. Mark Rogers looking to take a win here tonight. There are some good guys hunting behind him. Should be interesting to see what happens as the pace car is going to pull off a turn number 4. Rogers and Moody on that front row. Sellinger and Parrish on the second row. Farless. Ooh. In the third row, he's going to have Riley Green to the outside of him as the pace car pulls in. When will Mark Rogers fire off as they come down the front straightaway? Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Moody a little too asleep on that one. He could have moved down, but he didn't get there, as Sellinger is going to fill the void as Mark Rogers has a decent lead going into 1 and 2. So these cars, there's a big draft on these cars, but you got to have a little bit of skill. Jumping out in front is not the same in these as it is in a lot of the other cars. Mark Rogers should be able to still possibly control the lanes as they come down the back straightaway. Sellinger not going to pop out of line as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Rogers is going to continue to lead. Sellinger in second. Stats, Moody, and Green. Your top 5 as they come to the line this time by. Going to be 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go as they come down the front straightaway. Mark Rogers into turn number 1 and 2 continues to lead. Sellinger perfectly content riding behind him. They're going to be 2 by 2 for third on back. Ashton up the track almost chops the nose of the 5. He's going to get stuck in the sucker hole. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Side by side for the lead. Moody going to jump up to the point. He's got a big push from Riley Green into 3 and 4. Riley almost pushing him through the corners. Moody takes the lead out of turn number 4. Cuts down in front of Mark Rogers as they look for the line. To this time by Moody leads the way. Contact further back. It is going to be 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Matthews on the outside looking in. He's got a great view up in front of him as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Bold move from Ashton Thomas. Jumps up to the top of the track. Contact. Big save. What? Oh, God.
Bro, what's up with the fucking hitting on entry, bro?
What's up, Bowers?
You checked up way more than I thought you were going to. Sorry.
All right, big
Yeah,
pile
when I
up
check
here.
up, you check up.
Yeah, I did. Just wasn't enough. Sorry, Mark.
All right, so there's contact on the entry of the corner. We're going to go take a look at this.
James, if you get a chance, can you watch my cockpit view on that?
Checking up, turn 2, back straightaway.
All right, let's see.
That was the coolest shit I've ever done.
Yeah, just a little tap going into the corner. Yeah. Oh, Farless gets caught up in that one. Big pile up through there. Lovelace navigated his way through as they are on top of each other in 3 and 4. One of those cars ended up on its side. As we are setting up a green-white checker here tonight. Oof. He just pulls the... Oh, my God. You almost died.
Can I get a black flag clear?
I didn't even see that guy.
All right, so the caution flag is out here again. Mark Rogers with a ton of damage. I think he is going to be done in this one. He's got a broken right front. I don't think he has another fast repair. Landon Moody leads the way. Ashton Thomas in second. Matthews in third. Sporting Farless are going to be your top 5. So Moody out front. Ashton Thomas in second. How about Ashton surviving this one up into the top 2? Did you see my post in the iRacing chat over on Moody's server, Ethan?
James, you should have seen me split the middle.
I've seen a lot of people miss some big hits there. I've seen a lot of people take some big hits there. Green, white checker here tonight. Moody is going to be the one leading him to the green flag. Ashton Thomas in second. Rich Matthews has been up front all day long. He started on the pole, currently in the number 3 spot. Swarting, Farless, your top 5. Farless must have had a fast repair left, thankfully for him. Stats not so lucky. Oh, he is. He had a fast repair, so Stats back out on the track. He's going to need a little bit of help, though, because I think I don't know if he's going to make it to get a lap back here. He's going to try. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it there in time.
Can I get a black clear?
Oh, it's gonna be a stretch to make it, but he might be able to. All right, I'm assuming James is gonna try and take as much as he can here, and if you catch him on the back straightaway, just go all the way down to the bottom, James.
10-4.
Oh!
I don't know how I avoided that, but holy hell.
Was I in the wrong lane? I could have swore I was in the freaking bottom of the track.
What are you doing, Stats?
Yo, Rich, you're missing your back bumper now.
I think it's in Stats free or the slime ball's grill.
I think he just embarrassed himself.
Can I get an extra caution lap? Take my faster pit.
I'm going to give him an extra lap, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. This is a meaningless race. It's a hosted race. It's all good.
Oh my God.
All right, we are going.
Anyway.
How are you going to say this is meaningless? This is important for Landon Moody.
It's not for IR or nothing, so it doesn't affect me if I don't finish.
I'm just picking on Moody. All right, so we're down to 9 cars as they come through the tri-oval. Looking for that green flag, green, white checker here tonight. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for a second. Matthews has no back bumper, but this thing is still rolling as they head through turn number 1 and 2.
Hey.
Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Down here comes the top lane. Ashton Thomas to the point. Big push from behind. Drag race into turn number 3. Here comes Moody back down to the bottom. Has a good run into turn number 3 and 4. Thomas going to move down to the bottom with them as they're going to go nose to tail out of turn number 4. White flag is going to be flying in the air. Whatever happens from here happens. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Moody leads the way. No, Thomas to the point. Thomas going to lead with 1 lap to go. Thomas tries to go to the bottom. It's not there. Moody's going to fill the void. We got the 44 of Cruz to the top side. 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, they touch doors. Swarting and Cruz out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Can Thomas beat Moody? Drag race down the back straightaway. Remember, Thomas used the door last week. Will he use it again as they head into turn number 3? Matthews going to slide up, get sideways. Him and Thomas go around out of turn number 3 and 4. Moody out front. He's got plenty of room, but Farless with the run through the tri-oval. Looking for the checkered flag.
bumper.
Here comes Farless. Farless going to give Moody the bumper. Pushes over the track. Moody takes the win. Farless, Swarding, and Lovelace, your top 4 crews, going to bring it home in 5th. I don't know if Matthews just got loose there or what. What a race to the end. Farless tries to get there, not quite quick enough. Too much separation, not able to take it there. Tried to use the bumper, but we got to go back and take a look and see what happens to Matthews here. I don't know if he got loose, netcode, what. That was so weird. Got to go chopper view. That shows us a little bit more. I think he might just get loose. I don't think there was any actual contact. Yeah, he just slides up, gets loose. Oh. Air playing tricks there. Moody with the win here tonight. Once again, taking the sweep. It's going to be Moody with the win. Farless in second. Luke Swarding in third. Going to be Lovelace in the number 4 spot. Josh Cruz in 5th. Parrish in 6th. Going to be Rich Matthews in the number 7 spot. Sellinger in... Sorry. I guess I'm off one. Moody, Farless, Swarding, Lovelace 4th, Cruz in 5th, Parrish in 6th, Thomas in 7th. Going to be Matthews 8th, Sellinger 9th, Stats in 10th. Going to be Mark Rogers in that number 11 spot, Riley Green in 12th, Justin Smith in 13th, Leonard going to be 14th, Long in 15th, Selby in 16th. Going to be Dylan Bird in the number 17 spot, Cody Rogers in 18th. Braden Wares in 19th. Thrash going to be 20th. Flanagan in 21st. Babson 22nd. Kyle Todd 23rd. Matthew Moniak in 24th. Sanchez and Isabel rounding out the field. Going to bring in our top. Well, we'll see if Farless shows up. Bring in 2 of the top 3 for now. Whoa, what a crazy race. Some good racing when we can get it, but these things were, people were taking the runs. They were crazy. They were out of control, but Luke, 3rd place here tonight, man. You have to be happy with that. What a finish at the end there.
I'm more than happy. I mean, 0.005 of a second to beat Lovelace, and Lovelace has been doing this for a while with WOoT and MDI. It's crazy. I'm so excited. It was crazy to just have that run at the end and be able to make that high line stick a little.
Yeah, it was a little chaotic there, here and there. These cars were loose. They were on edge all night tonight. And, I mean, what was the key? Just trying to avoid the chaos or just trying to keep those wheels out underneath you?
The biggest thing I thought was just keeping those wheels underneath me and avoid the chaos. I drifted back at the start just to make sure I dodged any early wrecks because, as people know, when you get on these high speeds, you really got to back up the turn entry, and if you don't, you're just pushing hard and it's gonna get loose any which way. So just dodging that. I didn't have to use my fast repair once this race, and that's a first for me in WOoT. So it's just playing it smart, making the right moves at the right time, and following what Moody went for pits on when we had that last caution for tires, and just keep that grip underneath me.
Well, fantastic run for you here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Well, first off, thank you, James, of course, putting everything on. This has been a blast. Thanks to all the friends I've made, Moody, all the help he's given, tips, tricks, and just, all the friends, families that watch and support. So appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bud. Good run here tonight. Well, Farless isn't in here, but Moody, you had you were out there. They wrecked behind you. You had to feel like you had a little bit of breathing room, and then here comes Farless with the run. Tries to knock you up the track a little bit, not wreck you, but you had to be nervous there. You knew he had the run, and you were going to have to figure out where to go.
I was worried about where is he going to go with the run. Is he going to go top or is he going to go bottom? I think I made the right choice by staying to the bottom, and he didn't really had nowhere to go, and I guess he was kind of hesitant to go nowhere to go too. It just was tight racing there at the end. That was crazy for sure.
Yeah, definitely a closer finish. It looked like he just kind of knew maybe I have to loosen him up to slow him down a little bit, and he went for the little nudge in the try over there, and it helped a little bit, but not quite enough. Man, you had to make some bold moves. You got shuffled back in the back of the pack a little bit there at some points, and had to make your way up to the front. You definitely were able to perform a little bit better up at the front, but there was some strong competition up there.
Oh yeah, it wasn't easy. Mark Rogers and all those guys' stats, they are all really good, and they know how to do this drafting stuff. All those, I guess, really moon car guys, I guess, if you want to call them that. But yeah, they're really tough. I mean, and then you add on our little group. We got our tough regulars on our own too, and it's not getting any easier. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely not getting any easier. To sweep the night here tonight, fantastic run. Why don't we give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Thanks for putting on this deal. Both races were very fun tonight, very tame for the most part. Well, this one was a little bit more chaotic, but it was fun nonetheless. 3D Racing, Justin Norris Sports, Precision 3D Prints and Designs. Everybody came out tonight. Good job to Luke on I think a career best in WOOT. So good job on him. Also want to give Mark shout out. Good to have him back for at least a week, and hopefully he can come back and race with us again at some point later this year.
Yeah, for sure. Well, great run here tonight, and tell Micah he was too late. He could have had fun too.
Yeah. Yeah, I told him. He joined about halfway through the race. I will do.
All right, buddy. I'll be over there in a minute.
10-4.
All right, great run here tonight. It was a little up and down. We had some wrecks, but everybody seemed to have a little bit of fun. We'll get it figured out, though. But everybody, thanks for coming out for another WOOT. We'll be back next week. Monday night, we'll have those dirt openers, big block modifieds, and then super late models. Don't want to miss that. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and follow button. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.